Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, like the videos and share with your friends, and you're welcome to the Dark Gang. I will be doing something a little different today, so I'm going to give a non-spoiler and spoiler review of the series Beyond Her Eyes. I'm going to roll it up all into one in this video, so I will give you a spoiler alert before I proceed with that part. So without much further ado, let us talk about Beyond Her Eyes. So Beyond Her Eyes is a limited series on Netflix. It actually covers the story of a single mother who finds herself in an affair with a married man who turns out to be her boss, who is a psychologist, and inadvertently becomes friends with his wife. Now, this being a very messy situation, you are going to have that friend that is like, I told you so. You are going to have those scenes where she is trying to make moral decisions as to whether it is even right. And it will challenge your own perceptions on how you see adult relationships and its complexities and how much people are struggling with mentally, and all those things are really broken down into this nice piece, I think. So you have your characters of Louise, who is a single mother of a 7-year-old boy named Adam, and I had to switch my accent there because I love the way she just pronounced the name. And then you have your married couple of David and Adele, not the singer, but I'm pretty sure she has another reason to sing about why she's never falling in love again. Now, in terms of the story arc, this series ends up very differently from how it started, and it's almost non-related in a sense, but it's the craziest thing. It's mind-effery at its best, and I will get to that in the spoiler portion of this video, so you can stick around for that if you are interested. If not, well, you can go for the next few minutes until I tell you to stop. So yeah, there were some scenes I saw that reminded me of movies such as The Shining, and for the second time on this channel for a movie I reviewed, Us. Alright, so we're about to enter spoiler territory, so this is the part where you are warned, and I'm about to dive headfirst into it. Now, let's start by talking about the ending. I didn't expect such a 10 to occur, and what I mean is with respect to Adele and Rob switching bodies, and then Rob killing Adele, who was now... I don't know how to put this, it's insane. So the way I saw it was this: you could actually split this series into two parts. There's the normal part, and then there's the part that starts to incorporate those supernatural elements, such as astral projection, which I actually started to suspect midway through the 3rd or 4th episode, where there was this scene where Rob and where David and Louise were doing their thing, and there was this blue-like wave surrounding them. And then right after that, it cuts to Adele waking up and going like, oh, David, and you're like, oh, that's what she's up to. Now, this is what I'm saying, it reminded me so much of Us because there was an identity switch. That's what happened. Now, to get this, you have to look at the backstory of Adele, which was very well featured and heavily featured in this movie. I was very impressed with what they were able to do and tell her story, even though she's this weird, almost misunderstood character. Or is she even still Adele? I don't even know how to put this. So essentially, she and Rob start delving into astral projection when they are in that retreat camp trying to get clean of their addictions. Rob falls in love with David. It becomes a bit of a love triangle unbeknown to Adele. Adele and Rob do the heroin. They lay in the field. They do the astral projection thing. They switch bodies, and then Rob, now Adele, kills... Wow, I feel crazy right now. So yeah, it's basically Rob and Adele switch bodies. Rob kills Adele and now assumes her identity, which was just, it was a little much to handle for me at that point. Now, there was a very subtle detail that I kind of picked off. It had to do with the clothing of the characters and their representation of their auras when they astral project. So for example, Adele always had something that was either white or bluish, where Louise always had something that had some sort of green in there. And when they astral project, you can kind of see it because Louise's form or astral form is represented by this green form, where Adele is blue. Yes, that's pretty much what it goes off. Now, this is where I say the plot hole comes in, because in that final scene where Adele puts herself, or Rob puts himself / herself, this is very weird, puts herself in that heroin state and gets out of her body, It's a blue hue. It's a blue life form thing. When actually it should have been the red of Rob. That's what he was represented by the whole way through. But you could also explain it as them trying to throw us off and not letting us know exactly what was going on up until that very end, where that last scene was shown, where before Rob's body or Adele's body, Jesus crazy, where the body was thrown into the well, you could actually see that yes, this is not the same person. And jumping not just one body but two, that is very brave, but that's a very selfish thing to do. And this also shows a lot of obsession. So it's safe to say that even though she's a woman, Rob or Adele or now Louise was gay the whole time. So wait. So would that also mean that David has been gay this whole time? Like, oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Now this is where the reference to us comes in, because in that scene where Louise and her son Adam come and lock eyes, Adam clearly knows that his mom is acting off and that is probably not his mom, but he's too young to explain it, too young to understand it. He might be seen as crazy. And we know, and our hearts break for him. Poor guy, poor guy. Now this series garnered quite a number of mixed reviews and negative reviews, and I really didn't understand why. First off, this being a thriller, I would expect people to actually sit and watch it intensely and try and get immersed, rather than have to step back and be like, okay, this and that. Like, just enjoy it. I think the problem with reviewing series sometimes is the people doing it tend not to want to be immersed in the whole experience, which was something I think this series did very well. It shouldn't always be about critiquing or nitpicking about the little things, really. Just try and enjoy the experience and give your honest thoughts and let people trust you, rather than having to downplay some of these things all the time. That's not to say they are never right. I mean, there are honestly some movies that are a waste of time, but it shouldn't be the norm for all of them. You know, it really shouldn't. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, click down there to subscribe to my channel and see more of my content, including travel and all the other fun stuff I do on here. Anyway, please like, share, and comment. I will see you on the next one. Till then, take care, wear a mask. As I always say, COVID is a real thing. I will see you in the next video. Dark Man, I'm out of here.